I've been wanting to do something special with the song "How Great Is Our God" for quite some time now, and when we started thinking about this best of collection of songs, I thought this could be the moment for recording this in a way that I've been dreaming of recording it for a few years now. We've had the privilege of traveling around the world and over the last few years and all these different countries, and when we sing this song "How Great Is Our God," it is just incredible to hear this song sung in all these languages. And I would try to learn it in each country we go to. I try to learn at least the chorus and in the native language, and I just start with that. And I'd completely butcher it, of course. But the people were very kind and gracious. And as soon as they figured out what I was singing, people would just start singing it. Just the whole place would just erupt and just start singing. And to hear that in their language is so it's just gorgeous, and it just kind of gives you a glimpse of like God's huge kingdom and his people. And so I thought, if I ever got a chance to record this again, I would love to like capture that somehow, to capture that sound of what that sounds like, of what we've been hearing around the world. And so here it is, the world edition, "How Great Is Our God." And I don't know if you've heard it yet or you will hear it, but I am so humbled by this recording. I asked a lot of my friends who have incredible influence in their countries if they would join me in this, if they would help me, if they would record it, and we just put it together. And when I was thinking about this, I thought this sounded like a great idea, but really, how is this? When I really thought about it, I was like, how is this going to work? I mean, what's this going to sound like to everybody just start singing their language? And will that sound weird? And how will that work? And I started kind of getting, I don't know how this is going to go. And when you hear this recording, you would think that every one of us were in the studio together and we just worked on it for months. I was like, you sing this part, then now you come in here, and it's not how it happened. Well, honestly, we sent it out to our friends around the world and said, here's the track. We just sing it however you want to sing it. Just sing it in your language. Any kind of things you want to just spontaneously sing, go for, and we'll see what happens. So that's what you're hearing. Just this is completely God directed in every way, and how this is sung. I remember listening to it for the first time and hearing all these voices sing at the mixing board, just listening to all these recordings coming back, and just put my head on the board, just started weeping. I just couldn't believe it. I started thinking back to writing the song and just sitting on my sofa, just strumming my guitar, singing this little chorus. And you can imagine how this started flooding of like, how did it come to this? Lord, how did you do that? How is this happening at this moment? And just so incredibly humbling. And so I'm so thankful to my friends who join me in this. When you hear it starts off, and the opening is Hindi. It's my friend Dilip from India singing this Hindi singing that is so distinct to India, and it's just so beautiful. And then it goes to Indonesian, my friend Sydney in Jakarta. Then to Russian, my friend Roma is singing in Russian. Then it goes to Spanish, Marcos Witt in Spanish, just incredible. And then it's Portuguese, and the next chorus is Fernandino and Marcos singing in Spanish and Fernandino and Portuguese together. I mean, when you hear the second chorus, you're going to think that we just work that up. That was just them singing on different continents, and it sounded like that together. That's unbelievable. Then it gets to this African sound. We wanted this quintessential African sound, and so you hear this Zulu choir come in the bridge, and you're thinking, wow, that's pretty amazing recording. Well, the guy who recorded it also directs Ladysmith Mombasa. He's worked with Lion King. That is the African sound you hear, and you hear them worshiping God. Going forward, this Zulu choir is amazing. And then at the end, we're just like, hey, let's just let it just be. At the last chorus is anything you want to sing. So it's everybody singing together from every language together all at the end. And it's just kind of put all the faders up, and here we go. And so I'm just so blown away to be able to be a part of this world edition of How Great Is Our God. It's on the the Essential Collection, this kind of best of recording of songs, and so I just hope that you really sense, and you get a sense when you hear this, you get a sense of the massive greatness of this God we're singing to, and that worship is not in English. It's bigger than that, and it's the whole world. It's all of time. It's everyone. It's every person, every tribe, every tongue, everyone just worshiping God with all they got. And this was our attempt. And so I hope you're as like moved and as just your faith is built up when you hear this song.